Hello and welcome back to another episode of Road to a Championship. This is Nets Level. My name is John, and let's get into the off season. Start off, player retirements. See who retired. Chris Paul retired. Carmelo Anthony retired. Cool. Hall of Fames. It's gonna be Chris Paul and Carmelo. We got that. Jersey retirements. Chris Paul and Carmelo. We got that. League meetings. Let's go and reject everything. Yeah, we good. Alright, now I did forget if I don't know if I have a pick this year. I don't know if I traded the pick that I had or if I have a pick this year. So we're about to find out if I do have a pick. I am not sure. Definitely not in the lottery. So if we have a pick, it's going to be outside of the lottery, but I am not 1,000% sure. So let's just go and skip all of this and let's see what we got. Okay, wow, we have 26 and 27. Okay, so I think the 27th is from the swap. I think it was a swap year this year with Houston. So Houston swapped with us because we had the 19th and apparently Houston had the 27th. So apparently Houston's going crazy. So maybe these swaps are going to be swapping unless I start winning a little bit more. But we have 26 and 27. We have 2 picks this year. Maybe we can use both those picks to move up a little bit. Because right now, as you know, I do have Jeremy Grant, who I signed in the offseason beforehand, as kind of like a bridge power forward. So right now I think this year I need to find a younger power forward to complement this team a little bit more. I'm trying to think, with Nick Claxton being an inside presence and a really good defender, I think I do need to find a power forward that's like a Jeremy Grant archetype, honestly. Somebody that can shoot threes, who can defend both interior and perimeter, who can play inside, but he's a little bit better off offensively outside. I think that's what I would have to find since I have Nick Claxton still on this team. And I do have scorers in Carl Barber and Cam Thomas. So right now I do need to find my this year is going to be a bridge power forward and probably some backups. Because right now this is the starting lineup. I do like the starting lineup for right now because if Carl Barber and Cam Thomas can get better, if Nick Claxton can, he's probably going to stay the same, but, if he can get a tiny bit better, that would be cool. But right now, I do have a small forward as a backup. I do have a shooting guard as a backup. I do have a center, a backup. I do have a point guard as a backup right now. Okay, I have to sign some of these players. I have to sign a lot of these players, honestly, if I want to keep them. So Cam Thomas, I need to sign Cam Thomas. Sor Thompson, but I'm pretty sure he's on a option, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to bring it back. Day'Ron, I don't know if Day'Ron and Cam are on the options. I think I actually do. I think they're restricted this year. I'm not 1,000% sure. If I want Terrence Mann, I'd have to bring back Terrence Mann, which, if he's not looking for too much money, I definitely will think about bringing back Terrence Mann. Jetty, I don't know. Larry Nance, I might bring back Larry Nance. I do like Larry Nance. And, okay, that's all I'm going to look at right now. So let's go ahead and look at our staff. So we still have Jacque Vaughn. We're going to ride with that. He did have a good year last year, so we're going to ride with Jacque Vaughn. We still have Donald Jones. We're good there. We're good in everything staff signing related. So let's just go ahead and go straight to the draft. Don't care. All right, so now we're going to look at scouting. We're going to look at some mock drafts. So the first guy this year is actually not somebody that's going to come over for 2 years. But he can be Joe Dumars All-NBA. That's actually pretty good. Now, I guess I shouldn't really be looking at players right here. That's interesting. The 4th pick being a Hall of Famer. That's interesting. So let's look around, round end of lottery, beginning of not lottery. Let's look and see if there's anybody interesting for me. Dwight Howard, but, we need to look for a power forward. So let's more focus on looking for any power forward. So this guy right here could be a Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Offensively, he's gifted. So that could be somebody. Scott Parker, but he's 9th. I don't know if we're going to be able to move all the way up there. Jamon Pena. He could also be somebody that we're looking for. But I guess let's look for any power forwards that are... Alright, so how about Wesley Ray? 22nd overall pick. An Anthony Davis type. Hopefully without the injury. Hopefully without the injury history. That would be nice. So yeah, I'm looking... I could look for a guy like this, but he's 23, so he is sort of older already. How about this? Is he a small forward, power forward? No, he's a small forward shooting guard, but he's 6'10"? Michael Finley. He's a B offense, C plus defense. Should have good success at the NBA level. Tremendous leaping ability. Scores through traffic with ease. Can only make baskets basic reads on offense. Subpar vision at best. Slow to grasp new offenses. Okay. This guy could be somebody that's interesting because a small forward shooting guard who's 6'10" gives us a lot of options, especially if they can shoot. Now, I don't know. What did he shoot? 383. That's not too bad. He's a little under 3-point shooting, but he is really good interior. Not really the best playmaker, and he's a little below average in defense. Athleticism, he's very athletic. Is that a guy that we can use? I don't know, because we do have Nick Claxton still, like I said, but he's 23 as well. So I'm guessing most of these players are just going to be that old coming out. Alright, so he could be an all-NBA type of player, but at lowest he could be a starter. His floor is a starter, so this guy, Thomas Patterson, could be a guy that we move up slightly for, and we might not even need to move up that much, to be honest. We might be able to just keep both of these picks and pick one of these power forwards. Look at Dennis Rodman type. Although I don't know about Dennis Rodman type with Nick Claxton. I don't know about that. But I might not need to move up. I might not. Unless I want Wesley Ray, this 23-year-old power forward. But let me look at anybody else. Michael Finley, he's 23. He's 6'7", B-. What is his... Okay. He cannot shoot whatsoever. No, if I'm going to go pick a guy and not DJ Maxwell, I'm going to pick up... No, it wasn't him. Who was it? Was it Sean Pickett? It might be this guy, because this guy is actually pretty good. Yeah, and this guy offensively is not that good. But defensively, he is there. Well, alright. Defensively, post, not perimeter. Man. You know, to be honest, I'm sort of liking Sean Pickett. He's 6'10". He has offensive game in him. I can make him a power forward because he is 6'10". We might need to develop his defense just a tiny bit, but this guy could be the guy that I choose to come out. So, Sean Pickett. I'm keeping my eye on Sean Pickett. Now, is there anybody else later in the draft? I mean, yeah. I mean, these are things that I can find out. Whoa. This guy can surely score, can't he? At most, he's going to be a starter, though. Not really great defense. I do need somebody that can play defense, though. So if I'm going to pick Sean Pickett, who's not the best defensive player, I will need to match that with somebody that is a really good defensive player. Somebody that hopefully can play both ends defensively, like this guy. So this is another small forward. He's 6'8". So Celso Viana. Okay. What he starter? Well, I mean, a PJ Tucker type is the type that I could be looking for. So I think I found the two players that I'm looking for the most: Sean Pickett and Celso Viana. So let's go into the draft. Hopefully, they are there. So Stan Robinson goes 1. Who cares? Vladimir. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, of course, when we get to my pick, I'm not just going to pick them, even though that's who I would want. Hopefully, they're there. Oh, we got a trade. Oh, Jordan Poole got traded for the 10th overall pick. Okay. I guess the Warriors have somebody in mind. And they pick up a 6'1" point guard instead of keeping Jordan Poole. I don't know. Maybe this is about money, but I'm not sure. So let's keep going. Oh, another trade. Kevin Huerter in a second for the 12th overall pick. All right. So Scott Parker. Now they picked up a power forward, so maybe they just had too much guards. I don't know. 2K could be a little weird with that. Now see the Warriors pick up a center. So they pick up a small guard and a tall center. Okay. Maurice McMillan from Kentucky. Wesley Ray. I remember seeing him. No, keep going. Oh, they picked him. They picked him 16th, huh? That's unfortunate. Do you think maybe I can make a trade with the Thunder to acquire him? I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to make a trade with the Thunder to acquire him. So let's go to the Thunder. I don't even know if this is something that I could do. So, Sean Pickett. And I will give you 26, because that's what I was going to give you. Or that's what I was going to draft him with. I will give you... I have two 2027 first round picks. I don't have any in 2026. I'll give you a second. I'll give you another second that's next to your second. And can I give them a player? Can I give them a player? I'd probably have to give them another first. I'm probably just going to have to get over and just give them another first. So let's think. Do I give them a 2027 first, or do I go later on 2029 where I have 4 of them? I think I'll go with the 2029. I'll give them a Nuggets pick and see if this works out for them. Do they like it? They like their current roster. Okay. So that means I'm probably going to have to go ahead and give them another pick. Will that one work? Probably not. Alright, let's take that off. Let's give them another one. It's unfortunate. I don't want to give them all these picks. Like, if I had to choose, I'd rather give them Josh Hart. But I'm not going to do that in this case. You know, let's add 2 seconds and see if the seconds work. If not, then maybe I'm just going to have to find somebody else. Oh, man, this is unfortunate. Man, do I give them another 2029 pick? And who do I give them? The Mavericks, the Suns, or the... I want to hold out on the... I don't really want to give them... Alright, you know what? I'll give them mine because I'm expecting to be good. Let's go. Alright, never mind. I guess Sean Pickett is not going to be on this team. That's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to him. But you know what? I can find somebody else. So let's keep going with it. We lost out on Sean Pickett. Trey Norris. Alexi White. Donovan Madison. Oh, a trade. Sixers traded. Okay. A guy from Spain. Marty Nelson. Alright. Okay. Our pick is coming up. Good. Don't want him. Ooh. Ooh. That could have been a power forward we could have drafted, but let's see. Oh my goodness. Back-to-back power forwards picks. So that means that this power forward is probably not going to be looking too good for me. Hopefully there's somebody I can pick. Somebody tall. That could look good. So let's go with D rank first. So we're looking at a bunch of guards. I don't want guards. So let's look at Jake Mullen. What does he got? Dennis. Okay, so this is the Dennis Rodman guy. He's not going to be a scorer. He's a D 3-point shooter. He's got a midi though. That's actually pretty impressive that he's got a mid-range shot. But his defense, I guess it's more of post defense, but it's not even that great. I mean, I guess we can get his rebounding, but it's not really that great. So we'll look at him a little bit later. That could be somebody that we do pick up, but I'm not too sure. Let's look at these small forwards, because we can turn small forwards, if they're tall enough, into power forwards. 6'8's not too bad. B-, B-. He's got a mid-range shot. It's pretty good. Oh, defensively, he is there. He is there. We can definitely pick up Celso Viana. That was the guy that I think we wanted to pick up anyway. So I think that he might be the choice that we choose right now. But let's keep looking. So this guy's 6'8", he's 22, B-, B- again. It's more evened out. So this guy, we can probably work with his offense. His defense is a little lackluster, just a little under. But it could be something that we work with. How about this guy? He's 6'8", he's 21, he's got an A- midi. He's, again, not really a 3-point shooter, and he's inside us pretty well. Out of Georgia, his perimeter is a B-, his post is a C+. Again, we have Nick Claxton holding it down. So, I mean, we do need a backup center as well. So, somebody that can come in and post defense as well. So, let's just see. Because this guy does seem like somebody that we can maybe turn pretty well. I mean, Trevor Ariza type. This guy, Rick Fox type. George Lynch type with the PJ Tucker. And I'm not looking for guards. Thomas Patterson, all NBA level. C+, out of New Mexico. C+, C, D, D-, A- post. but that D- perimeter's got me a little scared. He's 6'7". Man, but he's an all NBA type. That's the type that we could be looking for. Somebody that can grow into being that really good power forward that will take over Jeremy Grant's spot. I'm not liking this guy. All-star Michael Finley, but the only thing it seems like he can do is interior scoring. He can't even D. He's an okay rebounder for a small forward, and he's got some great athleticism. But it's like if I can find somebody that can shoot too. Let's look at centers as well. So C++. He's 22. He's 6'10". He's a 3-point shooting big. Okay. Stephen Hunter and Gary Trent. Post D. He's got post D, so he's a 3-and-D big. That could be somebody that we pick up too right now. Oh, offensively, this guy's got it. Perimeter not that good, but post can be worked with. He's 19 years old. Amari Stoudemire. All right, Walt Early it is. So that's our first guy from Texas Christian. We're going to work with this guy, see if we can make it with that funny mustache that he's got going on. So we got next pick. David James we're not going to really be able to see much of, but we can check this out. So he's got B+. That is already a good sign. He's 20 years old, so he's not 22 or 23. He's a power forward center. He is 6'9". He doesn't really have a midi, but he's okay inside, and he's really good 3-point wise. Not really a playmaker, that's fine. Not really perimeter, but he's great post defender. And he's a good rebounder, great athleticism. Basketball Q is a little lackluster. From Evansville. All right. I'm liking this guy too. So I think we found the two guys that we're really wanting. We can make it work with these guys. We're going to go to our second round pick because I do want to see if I can find a guy out here that could be really well for our second round pick. That'll work well with our team. So I remember him. He's got that mid-range. So offensively, this guy was pretty good, but defensively, he could be pretty good too. With the Trevor Ariza type, Doug McDermott as the lowest. I like that Doug McDermott as the lowest. To be honest, he's more of a floor pick, not a ceiling pick. All right. There's no really big ballers here. There's not like one of those superstars in the making type of guys going on right now. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame, and he's Dikembe Mutombo. I do like me some Dikembe Mutombo, but there's not that guy in this draft. So I'm okay with the guys that we picked up. I'm going to go ahead and definitely get O.J. Adrian. He's a 76 second rounder. He's higher than our second pick. But all three of these guys are coming onto the team. I do like that he has some badges with him already. And he's a 3-level scorer for a 19-year-old. So let's keep that going. So let's look at our team player options. So Larry Nance is coming back. KCP declined. I'm alright with KCP. I mean, everybody would decline $0. Asor Thompson, of course we're bringing back Asor Thompson. Cool, don't care about that. Qualifying offers, Cam Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe. Let's go ahead and give them the qualifying offers because we would like to bring both of those players back. So right now we have a 10 people on our roster right now. Let me see who are the bird right options. We have 5 bird right options right now, and 2 of them are restricted, 3 of them are not. KCP, we're good with. I don't really want to bring back KCP. Caleb Martin, we do have our power forwards ready to go. I probably do need to bring back Terrence Mann because he is the backup point guard for this team, and I don't think I have another backup point guard as of right now. I don't have another backup point guard. So right now, I think I actually will have to look for more guard play. Because everything else is filled out pretty well. Right now, I have to come up with a little bit more guard play. But I'm pretty sure that's everybody that's in free agency except for Day'Ron. That's 2. So, all right, we're going to bring back Cam Thomas. We're going to bring back Day'Ron Sharpe, of course. But right now, let me bring back Terrence Mann. He's not looking for too much money. Actually, let's hold off on that. Is there anybody else that we can sign that may be interesting? We can bring back Spencer Dinwiddie. But he's looking for $10 million. And he's already going down. So I don't know if I want to bring in Spencer Dinwiddie. Of course, we're going to bring back Cam Thomas. Ooh, IQ. You serious? He's unrestricted free agent. Yeah, he's looking for 14 mil. But, I mean, with him and Cam Thomas, like, I do like IQ, but I do want to bring back Cam Thomas, and I do need to focus more on Cam Thomas than anything, even though Cam Thomas is looking for 23 mil. That's sort of a lot for him. Like, I'm not going to lie, 23 mil is sort of a lot for Cam Thomas. And it's like, I do want to bring him back, but 23 mil is sort of a lot. Alright. So, let's just do what I was going to do. Anybody else? No. Oh, man. This is sort of rough because it's like I don't want to make a mistake and choose the wrong people, but at the same time, man, Cam Thomas, $23 million? Dang. Alright. Let's bring back Terrence Mann. Let's go ahead and do a 2+1 team option for... Oh, why do you do that? Let's do around 19 mil. Yeah, let's do 19.34, whatever. Alright, let's see if Terrence Mann's coming back. He is. I'm not going to renounce the right on Cam Thomas. Just because he wants 23 mil, I'm not going to renounce the rights on him. Let's go. 2K doesn't want me to sign him for 23 million. Stop. Alright, so Terrence Mann's back. 2-year 12. Pretty much. Now, is there anybody else we can bring back before we do Cam Thomas? See, we can do a cheap option like in Malik Monk, who's not as gifted offensively as Cam Thomas, but he's not looking for nearly as much as Cam Thomas either. But should I be focused on finding maybe a defender, more of another defender? Because it's like I do have defenders, but I have this guy. Right? Carl Barber. If I can find maybe a shooting guard, even if I find another small forward and Mikal Bridges goes back to shooting guard, that's something I can do. I still have Josh Hart, and I have a Sor Thompson still, so I'm just like, oh man. I'm going to do it because I really wanted Cam Thomas to stay on this team, but 23 mil? Alright, let's give it to Day'Ron first. Let's give Day'Ron a 2-year, 24 million. Let's see if he accepts that. And he does. This is like the Nick Claxton kind of deal right there. Alright, now let's look. I probably messed up. I probably can't do... I can still get Malik Monk. But do I want to get in Malik Monk? Or do I want to find somebody that's more... Ooh, wait a minute. But Victor Oladipo's 33, so he's going to start going down and he won't even be in the rotation. Who's this? Josh Richardson? Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Who's this? Who is it? Who are you? Who are you? I'm 6'3", but he's an A+ defender and A-, and he's a 3 and D2 guard? You know what? Whoa. There's no way. There's no way I'm giving you a 2-year, $19 million deal. You young. You haven't even played a game in the league yet. Let's move on. Alright, I guess we're just going to have to go with Cam Thomas right now. Him and his big deal. Alright, team. What is the lowest that we can give him that he'll come back on? Can we do like... Why does it keep doing that? Can we give him like a 3+1? Can we give him like a front-loaded contract? And can we... Oh, screw it. You gonna take that, Cam? Ain't nobody else offering you a deal. Just come back. Just come back. So, alright, now we need to find... What else do we need to find? We have our starting 5. We have the small forward, we have a shooting guard backup, we have a point guard backup that I like, we have a center backup that I like, and we have a power forward that I do like because we do have the young players I'm going to be playing. Okay, so at this point we just need to find somebody that will fill out the rotations a little bit better. You know, we could do somebody that's a little bit older, like a Josh Richardson who plays a little bit of defense. We'll put him on a 1+1, but a team option, 1+1. Let's go ahead and lower that, and we'll give him about $8 million. give you about 8 million. Oh, he's going to the Spurs. Okay. So let's look for another guy. I'd like to look for a guy that can defend more than anything. I remember DeAndre Bembry when he was on the Nets. I'll give him a minimum. That's easy. That's easy work right there. Anybody else? We can bring in Monte Morris, but there's no point. Javon Carter. I know the Nets fans don't like Javon Carter, but you know what? Let's go ahead and bring back Javon Carter. He goes to the Bucks and he kills it, but then with the Nets, he couldn't do nothing. It is what it is. All right, let's go to player progression. Let's see if anybody has progressed to the point where I'm going to be excited about it. That should be the case. You know, Carl in particular. He's 83 now. I don't like this. I don't like this. Mikal Bridges is 28. He should not be going down already. I do not like that. Nick Claxton's not going up. Cam Thomas to go up 2. Asor Thompson went up 2. Jeremy Grant went down 2. So, yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Now he's going to start sliding down real quick. So, good thing we do have those power forwards. And if I need to, Jeremy Grant can be traded. Who's going to want him? I'm not sure. But he can be traded. We got Josh Hart still. Okay. So, I'm going to put some... Let's put some untapped potentials right now into those guys. The guys that we just drafted. Because I would really like to make them a part of this rotation. Like, I would really like them to start getting a lot better real quick. So early for sure. He's an A. Man, that might have been the best pick that I could have done. Who else? Adrian? Should I give it to Adrian? Should I give it to James? Should I keep doing it to Cam Thomas? Maybe do it to Asor Thompson? Keep getting Asor Thompson. So we'll give it to Asor Thompson because I do want a guard to keep getting better with early. And now, should it be James or should it be Adrian? Who? Okay, so they're both Bs. He's a 1+1 because he's a second round pick. He's a 2+2 because he's the first round pick. Let's give it to James just because James is going to be on his contract a little bit longer. So we'll give it to him. Okay. So that is that. So let's look at some coaching. What does Jacques Vaughn want to run when we run a 10-man? It's probably not going to be who I really want because I'm going to want Larry Nance in here. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. Jacques Vaughn said, let's go ahead and give it to early. Jeremy Grant can come off the bench, play about 19 minutes. Asor Thompson's still only going to play about 15 minutes. Josh Hart 13, Day'Ron 10, and Terrence Mann 8. With OJ Adrian just missing out on the rotation. That's the good news about this though is if I need to, again, I could trade Jeremy Grant. I could trade Josh Hart. I can trade these players to get maybe future, a first, more likely a second round, some second round picks, and maybe another player if I need to start developing these guys down here. This year, we didn't sign any notable free agents. We didn't actually bring in a free agent this year, but we got a lot better just because our draft picks, like this guy right here, I can see him skyrocketing. He's only 19. And he's going to be a guy that's I can guarantee he's going to be a pro. He can score. He can post defend. He can rebound. Not really athletic. And his IQ is a little bit lower. But his IQ can start growing when it comes to his potential. So, I think that's pretty good. And I think that is where I'm going to call the episode for today. It was just going to be the off season. Next episode we're going to do the actual season and see what development we can get going on. Again, not looking like a championship team this year, but man, we're going to be dangerous in about 3 years. All I have to do, the thing about the teams that stay about middle of the pack, like the Washington Wizards, like teams like that, they don't make the right picks. They pick up guys that are just going to be subpar. They're not picking up guys that have like the high ceiling that they can develop into somebody that can play around Bradley Beal or Kristaps Porzingis. So I'm going to be looking for guys that have the high ceiling. Let's see if we can work with those people with the high ceiling. So even if we're picking in the 18th, 19th, 20th range every year, then that is what it is. But like I said, that's going to be it for the video. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.